Hi lovely friends, and welcome to day 3 of your Find Your Inner Dancer challenge. My name is Rose and today we'll be working on your back bends. If you have any yoga blocks close by or maybe a folded blanket, this is really going to help you, and then let's get going. Okay, so come to find your child's pose at the back of your mat. Just bringing our knees nice and tight together. And then slowly walk the hands forward, palms facing down. Spread the fingers nice and wide, and on an exhale, just start to bow your body down to the mat. Maybe bringing the forehead to rest. And just as we start to settle in, just start to creep the hands forward a little bit here. We're just coming for a lovely long lengthening through the spine to start off with. Feel that nice stretch in the upper back here straight away. And then nice and slowly plant those palms into the mat now as we tuck the chin to the chest and start to wave up nice and slowly to our all fours position. Bringing the knees now to come directly under the hips and the wrists directly underneath our shoulders. Here we go, let's take some lovely cat-cows to warm up that spine. As you inhale, drop the belly and lift the gaze. Exhale now, push the ground away as we send the belly button to the spine. Inhale to come through. And then exhale, maybe bending the arms as you transition. Ooh, tailbone tucks under. One more time. Inhale. Maybe getting a little bit more movement now. You can rock forward and back. And exhale. Part those shoulder blades. And then coming back to your neutral spine now. As we take an inhale now, we're going to reach the right fingers up to the sky to come into a little twist. Spread the fingers nice and wide, maybe give them a little bit of a shake. And then on an exhale, we're going to feed the right hand through the gap now as we lower the outside of the arm and the side of the head to your mat. This is our thread the needle pose. Let that palm face up, and then from here, we're going to reach the left fingertips to the very top of our mat now to come onto those little tent hands. And just take a few breaths here. Feel that lovely opening through that top shoulder. Use your exhales to soften and let go. Lovely. And then from here, we're bringing the left hand now to plant in front of our face as we press into it now, raising the body up. Inhale to reach the right hand back up to the sky. Can you expand even more across the chest? And then exhale to float the right hand down. Good, well done. From here now, shifting our weight over to the right side. We're going to turn our underneath leg so that our knee comes to face the long edge of our mat now. If you want to take your folded blanket maybe here, if your knees are need a bit of support, then just go ahead and place it underneath. And then we're going to bring our left leg now nice and long and our toes to face the long edge of our mat too. Right hand is coming to the floor, or grab your trusty block here again if you need a little bit more height. And as we take an inhale, we're going to peel the left arm up to the sky now. Think of pushing away from the floor with your right hand. Left foot is nice and grounded, and just lifting the gaze to the sky here. Good, lovely. Take an inhale now as we reach those left fingers to the very top of our mat. We're thinking of one long line now from the very tips of the fingers to the outer edge of the left foot. See if you can push into the outer edge of that foot. That'll give a lovely stretch. Take an inhale, lift the chest. And then as we exhale, we're going to sweep the arm down in front of us, and then we inhale to reach back over. Exhale, sweep the arm down with your breath. Inhale, last time, reaching over. And then exhale to sweep it down now, bringing the fingers back up to the sky. Lovely. From here, connect your belly button to spine. This is where our core gets involved. You can remove your block if you want to. See if you can raise your left leg off the mat, any amount. Doesn't have to be high at all. Think of dialing those toes to me. And then from here, can you bend the left knee and see if the left hand reaches round? Maybe you can take hold of the foot, maybe the toes. If none, we're just reaching back with that left hand here, opening, expanding across the chest. If we can take hold of the foot here, take hold of the very top, and on an inhale, we're going to kick the top of the foot into the hand at the same time as the hand into the foot, and see if we can open across our chest even more. Lovely. Take one more inhale, kick into that hand even more. And then exhale now, release it with control. Ooh. As we place it back down on the floor now. And circle the arm up and overhead as we plant it down, rotate on the bottom leg and bring the left leg in back to our tabletop pose. Have a bit of a wiggle here, maybe notice the difference between either side. And then here we go, I'll thread the needle to the other side. As we inhale now, reach the left fingers up to the sky now. Expand across that chest, wiggle the fingers. And then as we exhale, we're feeding the hand through the gap now, releasing the left side of the head and the left shoulder to the ground. And then when you're ready, take those right fingertips to reach to the very top of your mat. Again, coming onto a little tense with the hands. See if you can use this to maybe open that right shoulder up to the sky. And breathing nice and easy through the nose. And from here, slowly bring the right hand back in front of the face now as we push into the hand to raise the body up. Inhale, reach those left fingers up one more time. Can you expand even more? And then exhale to float the left hand back down onto the mat. Lovely. Here we go. We'll shift the weight into the left side this time. And we're going to rotate the underneath side of the left leg to come onto our side. Again, grab your blanket or your block wherever you need to now. And as you inhale, we're reaching the right fingertips up to the sky this time. One lovely long line here. Tuck the pelvis underneath. Right foot is planted. And on your next inhale, reach the right fingers up to the very top of the mat now. And lift the heart to the sky. See if you can push into the outer edge of the right foot. Take an inhale in here. And then as we exhale, sweep the arm down across the body. Inhale to reach up and over. And exhale to sweep down. Last one, here we go. Make it feel good. Inhale to reach. And then exhale to sweep it down, bringing the fingers up to the sky again. Connect that belly button to spine. And can you raise the right leg off the mat this time? Any amount. Woo. Feel that core starting to work, feel those glutes. And then from here, bending our right leg and seeing if we can reach back with that right hand to grab the foot anywhere. If you get to here, and this feels really great, then just staying here, maybe coming to a little thigh stretch. If you want to go a little bit further, on an inhale now, kick the foot into the hand and the hand into the foot as we open across the chest and the back. Keep those toes nice and alive. Take one more inhale. Can you kick the foot in even more? And then exhale as we bring the leg back nice and controlled. Place it down on our mat. Sweep the arm up and over as we come back to our knees now. Ooh, well done. Here we go. Let's take a little flow. Inhale now to shift and look forward. And then exhale, lower the body down to the mat, all the way down. Oh, have a little wiggle when you get there. Hands are coming under our shoulders now. Let's take a few cobras. Inhale as we raise the body up, shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, float the body down, head comes last. One more time, press into those hands. Inhale, elbows nice and tight to the sides of the body. And exhale to release down. Lovely. Bringing the hands a little bit back along the body now. As we inhale, push back through the knees, tuck those toes under and fly that bottom up to our first downward facing dog. Oh, keep the knees generously bent here. If it's your first downward dog of the day, we're just easing those heels towards the floor. And go for a little pedal if that's what your body needs. Maybe you've been wanting a little bit of stillness, so come to find it in your downward dog. Lovely. Then here we go. When you're ready, friends, planting that left heel down on the mat now. And as you inhale, raise the right leg up to the sky. Pressing into both hands equally here. And on an exhale, slowly shift the body forward as we step the foot through the hands at the top of the mat and drop the back knee. Good, lovely. You can grab your blocks either side here if you want, or from here we're just raising up. We're going to interlace our fingers and just take them onto the thigh, just to come into a little gentle low lunge pose. Make sure that knee is directly on top of your ankle here. And you can have a little play with sending the hips forward and down as you exhale. Try and relax the shoulders when you're here. Ooh. Good, lovely. On your next inhale now, reach those hands up to the sky as you lift the gaze. And then exhale, float them down to frame the front foot now. Tuck the back toe under and raise the back knee off the mat. And we'll take the right foot to join the left to our high plank pose. Drop the knees if you want to here, or take your flow from here. Inhale, shift. Exhale, hug the elbows in, lower down. Whew. Here we go, hands under our shoulders. Inhale now, draw the crown of the head up, cobra pose. And then exhale to release down. Whew. Lovely. From here now, we're going to see if we can rise up into our cobra, but maybe taking our arms off the mat. And exhale to float down. So as you inhale, think of drawing the elbows back, shoulder blades come down the back. Exhale to float down. Lovely. One more time. Press into those feet. Inhale, rise up, elbows drawing back. And exhale to place the hands down. Push back through the knees as you inhale. Tuck the toes underneath and rise the bottom up to your downward dog. Start to feel some heat building in your back now, in your body. Have a little pedal out. And then when you're ready, planting through that right foot this time. And as we inhale, raise the left leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Take an inhale in here. And then as we exhale, shift and step the left foot through at the top of the mat, helping it as long as much as you need to. And then ground that right knee. Lovely, here we go. Rising the body up now and interlacing those fingers just to place on that thigh, low lunge. Take an exhale to release those shoulders. And again, send the hips a little forward and down here. On an exhale, if that feels nice for you today. On your next inhale, here we go. Reach those fingers up to the sky, parting the hands. And then exhale to float them down, framing the front foot. Tuck the back toe underneath and raise the back knee off now. And from here, we're going to bend into the back leg slightly as we take a big step to join our left leg at the very top of our mat. Keep those knees a little bit soft now and just let the head hang here in your deep forward fold. You can take a little sway of the body if that feels good. And then when you're ready, just plant those hands in front of you now as you bend the knees even more. And we're going to roll up through the vertebrae. Let the hands hang. Head is going to come last. And roll the shoulders back, round and down, mountain pose. Good, have a wiggle of those fingers. We love to wiggle the fingers. Here we go, bend the knees now. Inhale, sweep the fingers down to come up. And then as we exhale, rotate the arms round the back now as we interlace the fingers. Good, lovely. Just soften in the knees here now, just to make it a little more cushioned. And on your next inhale, draw the shoulder blades together as we lift the chest. Good, elbows can be bent or straight here, entirely up to you. And we're thinking of drawing those hands towards the floor if we can. Have a little sway here. Maybe look to each side. Oh yeah. And then coming back to center on another inhale, can you think of drawing maybe the hands away from you and down at the same time? Lift the heart. And then as we exhale now, hinging at the hips to bow the body over the legs. Let the hands fall towards the floor. Ooh. Good, lovely. On an inhale now, let's come up to halfway. Imagine someone's picking your hands up to the sky. Roll the shoulders back. And then exhale, release over and release those hands. Palms facing up. Have a little bit of a wrist stretch. Here. And then planting those palms, we're going to step the left leg back long and then the right leg back long to our high plank pose. Drop the knees if you want to and take your flow. I'll meet you on the mat. Hands come under the shoulders. Here we go. Inhale, rise up to cobra, lift the chest. Exhale to float the body down. Shoo. Lovely. From here, we're going to interlace our hands behind our back exactly as we did when we were stood up. Knees are nice and pulled up here. Feet are engaged and glutes are definitely engaged. Here we go. From here, as we inhale, draw the shoulder blades together now as we raise the top of the body off the mat. Good. Think of drawing those hands down towards your feet. Press it into the tops of the feet here. Inhale, can you lift the chest even more? And then exhale, float the body back down as we bring the hands under the shoulders. Inhale to push back through those knees. Tuck the toes under, and yes, you've got it. Your favorite downward dog. Make it feel yummy. Maybe take a big releasing breath out of the mouth here. Oh, yeah. And then planting that left foot now as we inhale, raise the right leg to the sky. And then as we exhale, step the right foot through the hands at the back of the mat and drop the knee. We're going to plant that left hand now, and as we inhale, reach the right hand up to the sky, low lunge twist. Good, give those fingers a little bit of a wiggle. And then connect your belly button to your spine here. Think of lifting up through the fingers and let that spiral you up now to come to a little low lunge open twist. Let those left fingers reach up and overhead. Maybe the right hand comes to find your underneath leg. If not, don't worry, we can just reach that way. Take one more inhale, lift the heart. And then exhale, we're going to cartwheel the arms back down to frame the foot. Tuck the back toe under, raise the back knee off. And we'll step back to our high plank pose. Let's take our flow. Inhale, shift and look forward and meet me down on your mat. Let's inhale to come to cobra first. Exhale, releasing back down. Good, lovely. Here we go. Take those hands behind you, interlace them. Have a little bit of a wiggle on those hips. And we're going to go for our full locust pose now. If you're a little bit bony underneath here and you want to place your folded blanket, absolutely do for a bit of support. Good, feet can either come to touch here if that feels good or a little bit apart. Knees are pulled up and here we go. Inhale now, draw the shoulder blades back and down as we lift the chest at the same time as lifting the feet off any amount. Energy in those feet to the very back of your mat. Feel the shake. Hands are drawing down to those feet. Inhale, can you lift up even more? And then exhale, release the body down. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Inhale to push back through the knees, tuck the toes and send the sit bones high. Downward facing dog. Oh, the shake is very real. Take anything you need here in your downward dog. And then when you're ready, plant that right foot now as we inhale, raise the left leg up to the sky. Exhale to step it through the hands at the top of the mat and then drop the right knee. Plant that right palm on the mat this time, and as we inhale, reach the left fingers up to the sky to our low lunge twist. Good. From here, connect your belly button to your spine now and think of reaching up through those fingers. Let that bring you up as we reach the right fingers overhead to come to our lovely open twist. Again, maybe the left hand finds the back leg. If not, don't worry. Lifting the heart. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, cartwheel the arms down. Tuck the back toe under and raise the back knee off. Step back to your high plank and take your flow all the way down. This time, inhaling up to cobra. Exhale, release down. Hands come back now. Inhale through the knees and take the sit bones back to a child pose. Lovely, friends, well done. Just take a moment here to connect with your breath. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk the hands back in to the knees now. And bring the body up to sit onto our heels. We're going to come into our final posture now, which is our camel pose. So if you do have quite bony knees, I would definitely suggest grabbing your folded blanket. just placing it on your mat and coming onto it here. Lovely. And then we're going to come up to stand on our knees. Stand on our knees. Stand on our knees. Stand on our knees. Tops of the feet are pressing into the floor here. Tailbone is lovely and lengthened, so we're thinking of lifting up through the front of the body and grounding down through the back. First of all, we're going to bring our hands, so the heel of our hands on the base of our back here. This is almost going to help us really lengthen that tailbone down. And then as we inhale, we're thinking of wrapping the shoulders back as if we were trying to get the elbows to touch, maybe. Good. Now, take an inhale here. We're going to think of elongating up through the crown of the head. And as we exhale, just very, very slightly tipping the top of the body back now as we open the chest. You can close your eyes here if that feels nice. Take one more inhale in, lift the chest even more. And then exhale to bring the body back up and just come to sit down on the heels. Backs of the hands rest on the thighs. Palms facing up. Just have a little wiggle or just take a moment of stillness. And then in your own time, when you're ready, coming back up to our knees again as we go to take our pose one more time. Here we go. So hands come to our lower back first, fingers facing down towards the floor. Wrap those shoulders back to kiss together. And as we inhale, think of going up first. And as we exhale, slightly reaching over now with the body. Think of almost swaying the hips forward a little bit. If you want a little bit more from here, we can bring our left hand down to reach our heel maybe, and then our right. And using this to open the tops of the arms, and again, lift the heart space to the sky. You can drop the head back if that feels nice. Maybe it doesn't, not for me. Good, lovely. Pressing those hips forward now. Take one more inhale wherever you are. And then as we exhale, coming back out the way we came in. So bringing one hand at a time to our lower back. Bringing ourselves up to neutral. And then gently just coming back to sit on our heels. Rest those hands on your thighs. And maybe closing your eyes. Good, lovely. From here, just start to walk your hands forward now as we come to our child's pose. Let the head hang nice and heavy. Just notice here and feel into any sensations. Lovely, and then we'll just start to walk the hands back now to our knees, stacking the vertebrae. And then we'll bring our sit bones round to one side. Just get rid of that lovely blanket that we needed to use. And we're just going to roll down onto our back now. Just bring the soles of the feet down onto the floor. And we're just going to take a little windshield wipe of the knees, just swaying them to either side. Just doing a little realign of the spine. Spend as much time as you want, wherever you want. And then when you're ready, we'll just come to bring the soles of the feet just to the outer edges of our mat here and just let the knees just kiss in towards one another. You can bring the hands to your belly and maybe close your eyes. Just as we release any tension from our lower back here. And feel free to stay here for as long as you want, of course. If you are ready to close your lovely practice, we'll just draw the knees into our chest now. Give them a bit of a hug. Maybe a rock from side to side. And then we'll make our way up to seated. You can do a little rock and roll, the spine hug into a ball to come up, or just rolling over onto one side. And coming to our lovely seat. Good, roll the shoulders back around and down. Thank you so much for joining me for your day 3. I hope that you feel wonderful, and remember you can come back and do this practice whenever you want. I can't wait to see you for day 4, which is Journey to the Core. From my heart to yours and from my home to yours, drawing our palms together at our heart center. Take an inhale through the nose and exhale. Namaste. Lovely friends, thank you so much for being here. Please, if you feel like it, subscribe, like, and share my videos with as many people as you want to that you think would enjoy them too. And I cannot wait to see you for day 4. Ciao!